You're listening to The Disc Golf Show. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Toss-In with Justin. Today we're going to go over the recently approved discs and targets this time from the PDGA since the last time that we did a rundown of this list. And there is quite a few items on here, so let's jump into it, shall we? First up, and this one's interesting, have you ever gone on Temu and seen disc golf discs and you're like, well, those can't be official? Well, now they are. XUFO by Ace Mold Company Limited. I tried to look up their stuff. It definitely looks like they fit the Temu brand in that I think it's a Chinese plastic manufacturing company. Couldn't really find much on them. But their Star Bat, Star Dorado, Star Bear, Star Bison, and Star Demon were all approved officially by the PDGA on February 12th, 2024. The Star Bat is a fairway driver. It's the first of these 5 discs. I guess they were all approved at the same time, and there's 5 of them now. It's a fairway driver, the Star Bat. The flight numbers are 7, 7, -1, and 1. The Dorado is another fairway driver. Its flight numbers are 7, 5, 0, and 2. The Star Bear is another fairway driver, 6, 5, -2, and 1. Finally, the Bison is a mid-range at 5, 4, 0, and 3 for its flight numbers. And the Star Demon is their putter, which the flight numbers are 2, 3, 0, and 1. Up next, we had Hooligan Discs on February 15th, 2024 get their Vibe, the retooled version, approved. It might be a slightly more stable version of their previous Vibe. The previous Vibe, which was released or at least approved on the 20th of December 2021, flight numbers were 11, 5, -2, and 1. And from the videos that I've seen, it looks like it may be just a slightly bit more stable than that version. So be interested in, if you get your hands on it, let us know how is the retooled Vibe compared to the old Vibe if you have them. This is the first disc that has been approved since July 31st, 2023 from Hooligan Discs. Up next, the Ripper, R-I-P-R, has had their Flame Skipper recently approved, and that was on the 15th of February 2024 with flight numbers of 5, 4, 0, and 3. So from there you can probably tell it's a mid-range driver. Ripper sells those little mini frisbees, so if it sounds familiar, you've probably seen them before. They're like little silicone hockey pucks is kind of what they look like, with a groove around the middle, and you can kind of toss them on the beach and stuff. They're really cool. They're really fun to kind of throw around. But now they finally have at least one of their discs recently approved by the PDGA. They sell a bundle with the Gray Wolf and the Leatherback, distance driver and putter respectively, but I don't see those approved on the PDGA yet, so those are probably coming in terms of getting those approved. Or maybe just the PDGA website is behind a little bit on what they've approved. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Up next, Gorilla Performance Discs, just recently on the 15th of February, 2024, had the Howler approved. By the player, for the player is their motto. And I have to say, the stamps that they have on these discs, the designs are amazing looking. I want to pick them up just for the aesthetics of it. This disc happens to look like a distance driver from the pictures that are on the PDGA, and probably what you're seeing up on the screen now if you're watching us on YouTube/Disc Golf Show. But I don't really have any other statistics or flight numbers to back that up. Just kind of what it looks like. It's their third approved discs. They started getting their approvals in December of last year. So fairly recently here, they've had kind of all their discs come down the line. And it looks like they've had one each month since December being approved. So more to come, it looks like, from Gorilla Performance Discs. Can't wait. Up next, the Thought Space Athletes has the Nuance, and that was approved on the 15th of February, 2024 as well. It looks like their first approved disc this year, and it looks to be a fairway driver, but not really a lot of information on that one. Castplast had 2 discs approved this month, both on the 19th of February, 2024, and that was the Alva and the Nord. The Alva looks to be a distance driver, maybe, and it's the first disc approved for this year for Castplast. The Nord looks to be a mid-range, probably. Discraft had a couple of discs getting approved, and they were pretty interesting approvals for these ones. And if you've gotten your hands on any of these, let us know how you like them, because there's a combination of the Zone GT specifically that has a banger top and a ringer top that was officially approved by the PDGA, and they're pretty interesting. They have like the grooves around either the side or kind of in the middle, depending upon what flavor you get, the banger or the ringer top. That they were approved, the banger on the 19th of February 2024, and the ringer top to that Zone GT was approved on the 22nd 2024. They also had a Paige Pierce drive approved on the 19th of February 2024. It looks to be Paige Pierce's driver, and it seems to be fairly stable from the couple of reviews that I was able to go ahead and watch. So if you've got a monster arm like Paige Pierce, it looks to be fairly stable. So this might be a disc to pick up, or maybe something for the forehand if you're needing something in your bag that needs to be stable for that particular purpose. Looks to be a cool disc either way. No official flight numbers yet, but I'm sure we'll get there here in the future. Up next, and I'm sure you've seen these. If you haven't, here you go. They were recently approved Stokely discs, 2 discs that he had recently approved in his new line, the Wren and the Cardinal, both approved on February 19th, 2024. The Wren is a putt and approach, and from their website, the description is, our first beadless putter flies dead straight at slow speeds, giving it a true flight, reducing missed putts to the left and right. At higher speeds, it flips up slightly before flying straight, but then flies true with a slow fade at the end, making it easy to control distance. So that's cool. It looks like they have the slower arms and the faster arms in mind, at least when they're designing their discs and coming out with them, or at least describing what they do after the fact, right? The Cardinal is a mid-range, and from their website, the description is, our first mid-range is slightly overstable early in the flight with a strong fade at the end, preventing approaches and short drives from flying too far past the target. This disc will fight to maintain its angle even in strong headwinds. So that's interesting. If you have gotten your hands on any of these Stokely discs and you can back up those claims, let us know in the comments down below if you're watching on YouTube there. Or write us at theshow@discgolfshow.com if you're just listening on the audio version of the podcast. Bernoulli just had another disc approved, the Einstein, on the 19th of February 2024. It's a fairway to mid-range disc, it looks like. It's the second approved disc ever, and the second for this month from Bernoulli. So interested to hear if anybody has had a chance to throw any of these. This is a new company, and I love the name, the principle of Lift and Bernoulli, and that's all pretty exciting and pretty cool in my opinion. Tefat, which is also a new manufacturer, had the M3.1 approved on February 22nd, 2024. This is their second disc approved so far, and their last disc, their only other disc, was approved on May 22nd, 2023, the M3.0, and they're probably both distance drivers, although it's hard to get some data on these. So if anybody has seen or gotten a hold of the Tefat, T-E-F-A-T, hopefully I'm saying that right, let us know. Grassland Discs had the Chickadee approved on the February 22nd, 2024. Its flight numbers are 2, 3, 0, and 3, so obviously it is a putter, and this is their first approved disc. It has some markings on the back of the disc that has like a big 7 and the symbol on it, and that represents thermoplastic polyurethane, which is a type of high resistance thermoplastic elastomer. And these are different types of plastics, and you can read all about them if you want to geek out about the plastics on them. But I thought it was kind of interesting that they're marking their discs with exactly the kind of plastics that they're using in their molding, which is interesting. Couldn't find a lot on Grassland discs, but I'm assuming that probably has a lot to do with how they're manufacturing these, and maybe even a company ethos, if you will, or principles on how they manufacture discs, maybe with better plastics. So more to come, I'm sure. Prodigy discs had the M3, which is the new version, recently approved, February 22nd, 2024. It's the third approved disc this year. And if the mid-range has similar flight numbers, the previous M3 flight numbers will be 5, 5, -1, 2. So it'll probably be fairly similar, but although it'll be interesting to see what the changes actually are. Doomsday discs, the last one of the discs here approved for this month, had their Ice Age approved on February 26th, 2024. It's the first disc this year, and there's really no info yet on it. Now, moving into equipment, we actually had 2 targets, baskets, actually approved for this month, which is pretty rare. We had the XUFO Ace Mold Company Limited Galaxy, which is a basic level basket, approved for this month. That's that company that is closely related with Temu. At least their products are all over Temu. Looks to be a fairly basic basket. Kind of looks like the same build and type from the one that I was able to get on Costco a couple of years ago. So it's just a basic target basket, but hey, if you can get good putting on that, you can be really good on the bigger championship level targets, at least, right? That was approved on the 15th of February, 2024. Next up, a championship level target, the Full Circle Enterprises Full Circle Pro 28 was approved. And it's your standard championship level plastic. I keep saying plastic because I'm used to the disc. Target, and it looks to be on wheels, and you can kind of move it around. Looks to be a fairly stable, sturdy, made out of a galvanized steel product. So if you've used it or seen them out on the course, let us know what you think. And with anything on the show, let us know how you guys like the show. If you have any feedback for us, email us at theshow@discgolfshow.com, or you can leave a comment below if you're watching this on YouTube. Thanks, and talk to you next time.